and low. Conversations with JT and low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Conversations with JT and low. You never know which way the rhetoric. Classic conversations with JT and low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with JT and low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with JT and low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with JT and low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with JT and low.
It is a little after 8:30, so it is time for Classic Conversations with JT and Low.
And Ask the Cop's not here tonight, so I'm not going to do that all night, but I will start it off. Maybe one more.
All right, listen, people, we found out some things. Again, if you're looking at this show right now, you're on YouTube, you're where you're supposed to be. But we found out some things. We kind of found it out before, wanted to confirm it. Listen, if you're on your cell phone, need you to hit that button over there. It's a heart. You hit that button, all these other buttons are going to come up, and then you need to hit all those buttons because it's going to help our
algorithm
go up. Now, I understand if you're on your tablet, you're probably not going to see that. And we're going to figure that out. I promise you. You're going to figure that out. But for the time being, just grab your cell phone while you're looking at it on your tablet.
There you go.
And still, I need you to hit those buttons because when you hit those buttons, it helps our
algorithm
go up, people. And again, y'all need to get in while you can. You know what I'm saying? We doing this thing right now, but you're following everybody else. You can follow us. What do you need to do, Angelo?
You need to tell a friend and need to tag a friend.
There you go.
Tell a friend and tag a friend.
That's what you need to do.
And do it right now.
That's right. Not now, but right now.
Right now.
I'm going to give you a moment.
Yeah, I know that's what I want.
I ain't going to give you too many more moments now. Let's go. Get it done. Get it done, people. Need you to get it done. All right, so during the show, we can, of course, we'll take phone calls. You can call in and give your opinion. If you do, please limit that opinion to 2 to 3 minutes, please. 404-500-1605.
Yeah, it is.
Angelo, what's happening, bro?
What's good, brother? How you feeling, man?
Man, I'm good. Need prayer, but I'm good.
Hey, don't we all?
Man, yeah, pray for me, y'all.
Hey, man, shout out to my young genius. I'm going to call him my young genius because this kid just keeps impressing me, man, every time I turn around. But, got them report cards, man, going to his end of his sophomore year on a bang. He, I think his lowest grade was a 97, if I'm not mistaken.
That's what's up.
97, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? The highest was like 105. I mean, and this has been his grade.
Yeah, wait, stop. You got what? 105.
And that's in chemistry.
Not 100. Well, he said 105, bro. Yeah, go ahead. Finish.
Yeah, man. I just don't know what to say about him. I told him the other day, I said, son, I'm running out of superlatives to say to you.
Wow.
I mean, I really am. And he's just so mild, man. All he says is, thank you.
Oh.
That's it, man. It's just so dope, man. So, that's why I spoil my kids, man. That's why I spoil them. They just, hey, man, it's just beautiful.
So that explains a lot in regards to my child. Then, I totally understand now why he didn't get 105s. Kind of understand why he didn't get 95s. I get it now because I didn't spoil it. Sorry, kid. But you're doing pretty well. I'm proud of you anyway.
No doubt.
Listen, man, we got a special guest on the show. He's not a stranger to the show. It is Mr. Don Dace. How you doing,
call
bro?
him a guest at this point.
That's what I'm saying. He's not a stranger to the show.
He one of them. You know what I mean? One of my guys. Now.
We could say, I think he has probably the highest number of call-ins also when you're not here.
Yeah. Good responses.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and the responses. Yeah. You making people change their mind a little bit. How you doing, brother?
Man, I'm doing good, man. How you guys doing?
Hey, man.
Gucci,
ain't got no complaints. Like I said, just need a little prayer, but I'm still doing all right.
We're going to send those out for you.
I appreciate. He is Mr. Matambo Coffee. Yeah. How's everything going there?
Man, everything good, man. Life's good, business good. In town now, supporting the Steve and Marjorie Harvey Foundation.
Okay.
They have their annual golf tournament tomorrow out at Barrett's Best. and Steve and Marjorie have their girls camp this weekend, and then the boys camp follow Father's Day weekend out at his ranch. So he got about 250 boys he mentors to.
Okay.
Have them come out to the camp and give them life lessons and do the things that we do. Just doing our part and helping out. So the golf tournament tomorrow out at Bears Best is to help raise money for that.
It's awesome. That is awesome, man.
He's been
That's
doing that
awesome.
for a while too.
Yeah.
huh?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. He's been doing very, very successful with that and doing the work, in the community and stuff like that. Actually, he has some young men out from Chicago here that's coming out that they sent out to D.C. And we just had a fundraiser in St. Louis. We have 7 young men out of St. Louis that's going to fly here for the boys camp also. So we did a fundraiser for them over the weekend. It was very successful. One of the mentees, DJ Tech Boy, he's an author. He's 15 years old. He's an author and has 2 published books at the moment right now.
Awesome.
Yeah, one called Science Girl and one called Tech Boy. All awesome young man. So,
Wow.
And these are the people that Steve is pouring into along, and the support that we give everybody. So the work is being done.
Nice. This your first year working with them, or?
This is my first year working with them, but not my first year. I played in the tournament last year.
Okay.
And doing that, and then also on the 24th, I'll be back for the Lawrence Taylor Foundation.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Lawrence Taylor Foundation.
That's when I need to be at right there.
Yeah.
You invited.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you invited.
I ain't playing no golf,
yeah,
but
yeah.
You
I
invited.
want to be in a golf cart with you.
The Lawrence Taylor Family Foundation. That's dope. The Lawrence Taylor Family Foundation. They mentor to young adults, also, similar, dealing with the mental. Of course, the mental state.
Yeah.
Of the
I was
young
trying to
folks.
get. He was busy, but I know somebody that works in his camp, and was trying to get him up here to talk about this because last year I saw him. They was giving him his flowers in regards to what he's doing and everything, in regards to what he's doing in the mental health community and everything like that. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So what we'll do, let's his daughter runs the foundation, Tanisha. Let's put a phone call into Tanisha, and then we'll do that. Probably let's try and do it before the tournament
Okay.
and all that stuff.
That would
so
be
we can
dope,
all
bro.
go out to the tournament and have a good time and
tell
do
him
that.
come up
He
here
has his
and-
football camp also. Prior to. So the golf tournaments is just a segue into raising money to help fund the other endeavors that they're doing to help the community and help our youth and stuff like that. So it's just a good feeling, man. Just a feel good to give back and to, tap into these mental issues that we talk about all the time and stuff like that. Because if we're not doing it, who else gonna do it?
It is.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
until you have that that what is it, the putting tournament? I'm like Angelo. I'm standing on the
we
side
golfing.
and watching. Boy, I'll put you to death.
Here's the thing.
I just can't drive it.
No one's good, so don't think we out there just tearing it up now. We ain't good. We having a good time just raising money.
Have me leave it out there with a strained oblique muscle or something like that.
Just bring your putter, and then everybody else do everything else, and you just put it out.
Okay, we have another guest on the show also. Unexpected guest, but still glad to have you here.
Thank you.
Monique?
Mona.
Mona. Told you I need prayer. I told you I need prayer. I got a lot of things on my mind.
We gonna pray for you.
Always stop and pray. You know what I'm saying? That's what you see? Yeah. Mona, how you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
Good. Tell us a little bit about yourself before we go to this break. 'Cause when we
My
come
name
back,
is
we're gonna let you do
Mona.
it.
I am originally from Atlanta.
Okay.
I'm a website designer. I work for a major hospitality company in Nassau, Bahamas. So I'm mobile between Atlanta, Miami, and Nassau.
Wow, what a life.
I was invited here by Don, and I just appreciate the experience. But first, I want to say I am honored to sit at the table with men with such manicured hands. Like, everybody's hands look so nice, and y'all killing this salt and pepper game. I I just noticed it. I was like, damn, all of them got some nice ass hands. Ain't nobody got no dirt under their shit. Everybody, don't nobody look like they just dropped the transmission or no shit like that. Y'all got nice hands, real talk.
Funny.
Because I
She
promise
said,
you,
drop the
ain't
transmission.
neither one of us dropped the transmission.
Hey, please believe
That
it.
part. Forget a little while ago. Ever.
True story. That's funny.
Nice. They got nice hands.
What a great
Oh,
observation.
yes.
Yeah, made sure they right. That's funny because we
about
talk
that?
about things that we pet peeves before what we don't like in women, and that's
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
damn. I wish
Yeah,
that really.
it's hard to say
Oh,
you
so
don't
I'm
like
glad my
nails.
nails are manicured
Yeah.
because y'all got some nice ass hands.
Yeah. But that is one that the ladies really wrung out. They couldn't. They like to know that the man works, but they don't want to see that he works.
Right. They want you to rub on them, but don't want to get cut up while you rubbing them. Okay.
Too funny.
But
Okay.
Atlanta, Miami, and that's nice.
Yeah, not bad.
That's really. I mean, 3 great stops for yourself. That's a good life right there.
You live on vacation.
So she live on vacation.
Yeah,
It's all work, no play.
I ain't buying
That's
that.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah, that's a great way to
We'll
put
agree
it.
to work, but come on now.
That's a great way to put it.
Atlanta, Miami, Bahamas, yeah.
It's just hard work.
Yeah.
All right, people, listen. Tonight, man, we're going to get into that dude, 45th president, with his 34 guilty verdicts. He's actually a felon now, 36, not 36.
Convicted.
But yeah, convicted as he can be.
Let's say what it is.
We're gonna
Convicted.
yeah, we're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about the police officer that actually drove pretty much through another police officer trying to get into a golf tournament, and he was actually released in less than 2 hours, and all charges have been dropped. Just wondering what it would have been like if the man was black and he drove his car towards a police officer. Just want to see.
You talking about Scotty Chef?
Yeah. And then also, we got to talk about, I'm going to be honest with you, we've been trying not to, but we're going to have to. We're going to have to talk about the WNBA, Caitlyn Clark, and all the others, and who's being treated this way, and why is this one being treated this way, and why this one should get the kudos for bringing this to the league. Yeah, we're going to get into that because the big time media is in an uproar. I mean, they're actually snapping at each other live. Live. I'm talking about black folks snapping at each other live. So, of course, Stephen A. Smith was in the front of it. I was kind of glad he did get snapped on. But listen, we'll be right back. Classic Conversations with JT and Lo.
And ask a cop for the last time for the night. Did you guys see the video about the dad who made a post saying that his daughter was getting bullied?
Oh, yeah.
And so his solution to his daughter getting bullied, after he said he warned the parents, the school, and all that stuff, and the solution was he beat up the dad of the daughter that was bullying his daughter.
To be honest with you,
Talk to me.
I'm with the daddy.
Okay.
Just be 100. I'm
your
with the
big
daddy.
ass said don't need nobody to jump on nobody.
The
You can't identify with
reason,
that.
what I'm saying is,
Them muscles over there.
it'll be one-on-one, but it's just one of them situations where I definitely get it. It's like you can talk to the kids, you can talk to the counselor, you can talk to the school, and then you talk to the parent, and the parent don't want to, hey man, let's work on this bullying thing. You bully him, your daughter's bullying my daughter. We don't know what happened. I just know if it was me, and if I ain't hear the right stuff, now I got to beat your ass in front of your child.
right, y'all. We are back. We are back. Classic Conversations with JT and Low. And that other dude is not here. My bad. Ask a cop. Low said he wasn't going to do it, so I'm going to give him a couple of different names tonight. We're going to figure out some things. But, yeah, we're going to get this thing started off, man, with, like I said, that president, 45th president of the United States of these Americas, was just convicted. 34 counts of a whole bunch of shit. Just a whole bunch of shit.
Oh, bunch of shit.
He is basically now a convicted felon, but he still is eligible to actually win the presidency and hold that seat. There are people out here that can't work at IBM right now because they have a felony strike on their record. But this man was all of them, or 34, how many of them was actually considered a felony? Was it all 34?
All
All
of
of them
them.
were felonies.
To the 34th power, and he can actually be the president of the United States of America.
Yep.
Make it make sense.
That's some
How
bullshit.
does that work? Is it because this has never happened before, so that's why they never actually thought about it? How could this go through? I mean, do you think that's the reason that it's because it's never happened before that they figured, what the hell, we don't have to think about this or make this into a law or a rule or something?
Well, you have, if you look at how many felons you have that sit on in the House and the Senate, I mean, the problem is it's just not against the law, but yet you can't vote. Imagine that.
When you making the laws, you get to play the game how you want to play it, right?
Yeah, that's how it's always been.
I don't think he's the first one that committed felonies, but he got caught. It's white privilege. He just got caught in his shit. He got greedy. So he got caught. It wouldn't have happened if it was a black man. He wouldn't still be running for president.
No chance.
No, not that. That's not only that, he'll be locked up right now.
Exactly.
But, like,
Yeah, they had to carry him off that day.
oh yeah, he was hands and feet shackled.
That day.
No statements.
No.
They
not
would've
that
nailed his
day.
ass to the
He
cross.
could have wrote a letter, or his lawyer could have said something, but he couldn't have said anything. But if you're making, like, look at the DUI laws and all that stuff. The DUI laws, so like people get killed by drunk drivers and all that stuff, right? So, and then to come back to, he had like 3 or 4 DUIs, right? The reason why that's not prosecuted to the fullest is because look at all the people in higher powers that drink and drive and have those on their record. So all those people will be stripped for them positions. So when you take the money, follow the money trail. So you talk about gun laws, right? Why you don't have stricter gun laws? Because rich white folks.
He's backed by the NRA.
Rich white folks,
100%.
what do? They hunt. So you're not taking their gun from them. Because if you take Little Pistol Starter gun, you got to take their gun.
Say who?
Little Pistol Starter. But, so whenever you have a issue in the topics that we're talking about, follow the money. Whenever you get to the end of the money trail, there's your answer right there.
Yeah, and anything you follow the money, there's no question. Supposedly we get 4 years for each count. Yeah, we know it's not going to
Oh,
happen.
yeah, what?
He ain't gonna get
Punishable up to 4 years for each count.
Or each
0.
felony.
Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah.
So it start from 0.
Start from 0. Yeah, yeah. So, in his
Sheena
case,
said, I can't own a firearm. Exactly, Sheena. That's the unfortunate part. People can't own a firearm. People can't vote, but you can run for president of the United States of America.
That's crazy.
Make it make
to me.
like
That's
make it make sense.
crazy
You
to
can't
me.
make it make sense.
It don't make sense.
There's no way to make that make sense. You know what I mean? But outside of white privilege, outside of follow the money, I mean, these are your answers, man. And what's his punishment gonna be?
Nothing.
Presidency.
right.
Presidency. Right. He get to be president.
Go ahead.
Millennial said, probably appeal to extend his freedom. Now, Okay, he does appeal it. And let's just say, hopefully not, but whatever happens, oh God, it's crazy. I hate to even put this in the air. I don't even want to say it now.
Say it.
I don't even want to say it because, you know, he's probably going to ride this wave into the presidency, to be honest.
I believe it.
So he appeals. Now sentencing happens, say, a year after he's actually in office. If he was sentenced to any amount of time, how do
If he's in office, it's not even an issue.
so?
Yeah, well, I don't know if we can
Damn.
pardon that particular thing, but it won't be an issue. You're not gonna sentence a sitting president of the United States. You know what I mean? So, you know, the question is gonna be whether or not the appeal happens prior to November. You know, the sentence is not until July.
Yep, July 24th.
You know what I mean? So it's just a lot of scenarios. But you know, and then you say follow the money. The man raised $52 million. $52 million after the conviction.
That's crazy.
After the conviction, raised $52 million.
That lets you know right there.
Somebody with him.
That's setting the stage already. This motherfucker gonna win.
Somebody with him.
Hey, man.
So you know what? Everybody that's in this room, right?
Wow.
We've been doing the wrong stuff.
No, we got the wrong color.
About to say,
Got the wrong color.
yeah.
But the thing is,
We
if
can't
you
do
raise
what they do.
52 million in how long a time was that? Like
24 hours.
24 hours. Somebody with him. 52 million.
That's crazy.
He hit a little lotto.
You know, I didn't know that.
doing
So that's
wrong.
why I'm sitting over here like, wow. I had no idea about that.
Yeah. In 24 hours. Raised $52 million. So it's like,
That's
you know,
crazy.
you save all the money, there it is.
There you go.
So, you know, it's a matter of, okay, so what's going to happen now? The appeal is going to be what's questionable, you know, because keep in mind, I don't know what the appellate court looks like in the state of New York in terms of the Republican-Democratic difference. You know what I mean? But we all know he appointed quite a few judges while he was in office.
You got a couple friends?
Hey, this is what we do know.
know a couple?
He appointed quite a few. You know what I mean? And what he appointed in New York, we're going to see real soon. You know, I mean, now the judge is supposed to be, on the case, is supposed to be a Democratic judge. So naturally they're trying to play the they're going after him. This is just a political BS, you know what I mean? But they're denying, they act like these charges aren't real. These are legitimate charges. You don't bring up and get convicted 34 felony counts against this guy unless your evidence was
Solid.
solid.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Look,
Right.
it wasn't
Against
100.
this guy?
It was 105.
Come on.
It was 105. It was 105.
I want to touch on that
You know.
too because
That's amazing,
I
right?
didn't get a chance to say that, man.
That's amazing, right? Yeah.
He got room to play with.
Right.
He could have got a 95.
Exceed the expectation.
And knock it back up to 100.
Right.
If you doing averages.
Right.
Could have took a week off. Could have took a whole week off, been all right.
And then he say, I'm so proud of you. Thank
And
you.
he said, thank you.
That's the only response. Thank you. Yeah.
But that's a reflection.
True
of who
story.
he
That's
is.
awesome. That's
Ain't
good
that how
people.
he is?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Like
I'm all
you
day.
the same way.
Oh, snap. His vice president will probably be Diddy to help him as well.
Oh, that's heavy.
That's
Hell no.
That had to come from Millennium. I'm glad I didn't read that first.
That's
That's
funny.
heavy. That's heavy.
That's funny.
Now, you know what? Though, now
Well, I
that you-
saw Project 2025, number one fan, and that junk is bananas. Go ahead.
Really? Project 2025, I saw. Okay, I'm going to have to check that out.
Oh, it's crazy.
Like him.
But listen, I saw the TMZ documentary on Diddy. Let me tell you something.
The TMZ documentary?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
They actually, I don't know how Tubi won it, but Tubi won it in a bidding war.
What do you mean you don't know how? You know who owns Tubi, right? Hey,
I mean,
Fox owns Tubi. You know what you
Netflix
mean
and all
how?
them couldn't. I'm telling you, when I saw it there, so I got to check this out before it disappears. But he's gonna need people like this dude has. He's gonna need friends like that to get off.
Who we talking about? Diddy now?
Yeah.
Oh,
And these people are the people that should have been at his parties.
They're who we need.
Yeah. Those folks, now I've heard there was a lot of politicians there. There was a lot of, they said there was a lot of preachers there and everything like that. Me, myself, I think you should stop settling and go ahead and buy him an island somewhere and go chill. Don't give him no more money away.
Well, if we're going to quick Classic Conversations segue to this real quick. Yeah. So here's the reality, and I've said this before. When you look at a Diddy, you have to look at follow the money, right? That could be the tale of the night. Follow the money. You have to look at who was sponsoring Diddy for all these years. You know what I mean? If you look him up, white billionaire, right? If you look at all the projects Diddy's done over the years, this guy was behind it in one shape, form, or fashion. So now, the question I've asked is, what happened with that relationship because he's been protecting this guy. Diddy's been protected by these people for all these years. And now all of a sudden, did somebody say, hey, we got to take our hands off of him? You know what I mean? Let the chips fall where they may.
And then when they took their hands off of him, the hotel released that damn tape because they've been holding that shit since 2016.
Hey, something had to happen
shit was intentional.
For them. Something happened.
Definitely.
Because he's been protected for a long time, and you follow the money.
Yep.
I think they took their hands off of him when he said, you know what, forget you, Cassie, or Cassidy, whichever name you're going by today. I'm not settling.
No.
Go to court. And then when she went to court.
These rich jokers don't care nothing about no Cassie. You know, like,
they don't care nothing about
I'm thinking of when he went, because he should have.
There you go. It's something bigger.
Because the thing is if he would have settled that, think about this. If he would have settled that before that lawsuit was filed, there's a very good possibility we would know nothing about anything that's been going on.
With the laundry list that's coming behind it?
Right, but the thing is, without this lawsuit, the feds, nobody would have came at him this way. That lawsuit and then him settling after she filed the lawsuit.
All right, but you said yourself how that the feds came, and you just said how they broke down the house, and you know what I mean. Now you tell me that was because of Cassie?
You thought Bin Laden.
That wasn't because of Cassie.
No. You thought Bin Laden was still living in a basement in this house.
The way they did that.
Hey man,
the feds don't give a damn about Cassie
at all.
No, not Cassidy, but I'm saying if that wouldn't have come out, is it Cassidy or Cassie?
Cassie.
Because I think she changed it now. Didn't she change it?
No.
By a rapper.
Yeah, Cassidy is a rapper. Cassie is a.
Goes to show you how much I paid it. I just heard her song for the first. Let me change that. I knew her song, but I just found out she sung it today looking at the documentary. I was like, oh, that's her song. I ain't never known who the girl was, to be honest with you. Never knew she was. But if he would have settled this before it hit the news, none of this sexual assault or none of the trafficking, none of that.
Dirty laundry.
It wouldn't have come out because everybody started filing cases against him after that.
All right, now let me ask you this question: who you think put Cassie up to this after all these years, just out the blue? She decides, okay, now.
That's a good question.
Thank you.
So
now that's a good question.
She's been holding on this
that's
all
the
this
question.
time.
Yeah.
And all of us.
Yeah.
But he had the opportunity to settle
but
before.
That was a long time ago for her. But here's the thing: one of the most important laws in 48 Laws of Power is watch who you offend. Be careful who you offend, because if you offend the wrong person, what you build in a lifetime can be torn down overnight, right? So you segue into what Angelo was saying about dealing with who did he piss off. It is no different than his case is no different than R. Kelly's case, and I'm talking about relationship-wise.
Correct.
Because when R. Kelly was with Sony, R. Kelly was a free man. As soon as Sony released a statement saying that they have no affiliation with R. Kelly anymore, R. Kelly has not seen the day of light. So if Sony has that machine behind you, he didn't get charged with anything new. These accusations with Puff is nothing new. It's just you had a machine behind you.
Had a machine behind
So the machine
It was a hell of a machine.
Who controls the media? The machine. So the machine allows what comes out, what don't come out, what's allowed, what's not allowed. He was just on the good side of the fence at the time. Now, everybody was freaking. And I said this on this platform before. I don't think anybody in the world should be in trouble for freaking if everybody's consenting to that.
They called them freak out parties. That's what
freak out parties.
That's what they call them. They call them the freak outs.
So if you're invited to the party, right, and you know what room to go in and you know what room not to go in, right? Why do you complain now in 2024?
Hey, listen, it's similar to what D.L. Hughley said recently, and I say this all the time.
Yes, yeah.
Don't tell me about something after the fact. You know what I mean? You want to be a witness. If you protected Diddy all these years, you protected R. Kelly all these years, you protect all these Epstein's all these years. You're not a witness. You're an accomplice.
Right. Exactly.
You're an accomplice. You were a part of it.
You was part of it.
Period. You know what I mean? If you're good with watching a woman get beat, if you're good with kids being at these parties like with Epstein, you know what I mean? And they have proof that these folks had these 14, 15, 16-year-old girls hanging around. Come on, man. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear what you got to say about that junk now. You should be just as convicted. But what kills me is you have stuff like a Diddy scenario, R. Kelly scenario, but yet why is not 45 trial? Why is he not hit with these same RICO charges? RICO, by definition, is everything that they have compiled on him.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Everything is organization. Yeah. They got all the pictures and the people and everything. That's RICO by definition.
I seen a picture with somebody's hand actually in the cookie jar.
What? Stop
but
it.
Yet, you know what I mean? It's not. How's it not a RICO? How is not RICO charge?
White privilege. White privilege.
100%. You know what I mean?
Boy, I'll tell you what.
Cracker ass cracker.
Hey.
Cracker ass cracker.
So you want to say it with your chest, huh?
Right, let's make that to a sound bite. One more time.
Cracker ass cracker.
There you go. Clip that. Clip that. Man,
but you're right. Number one, he beat her up. Nobody defended Diddy.
Oh yeah,
nobody defended him. I just don't like the fact that you have. All right, for example, we as black people, when all this stuff happened with Diddy, all the black folks started rallying around in terms of bringing him down. We got the most memes, and we got the most this, and we got the most
beat
that.
Him down.
So how do we do that? But yet 45 gets convicted, and look at all these black folk rooting and rallying for him.
You know why? Because I have so many friends that have told me when Trump was in office, I kept money in my pocket. He kept me with some money in my pocket. So I'm telling you, Trump is gonna win. He gonna be president. Biden look like his ass about to fall over with a good swift wind in any minute.
Hey, I said it. I'm gonna tell you something.
I'm telling you.
Hey, I'm congratulating Biden for making it this far.
Me too.
I really thought that he was gonna drop on us, and then we was gonna have a black president again because the vice president. I really thought that was gonna happen. I'm glad I didn't bet because I'd have been in trouble. I really thought this man was going to.
This nigga look like he about to fall asleep at the podium.
You elected weekend at Bernie.
Facts.
I mean, did you see him at the Super Bowl when he had the Kansas City Chiefs there? Bro, you should have saw him when he had the Kansas City Chiefs there.
Hell no.
Did you see him? It was like his speech was broken. It was like somebody had a card out there for him to read. I was like, what the hell was that?
That nigga look like he just had a stroke.
He out of there.
It's bad now.
Oh, man.
Hell no.
Woo. All right, man. Listen, we'll be right back. When we come back, we're going to jump right into the WNBA and this treatment of Caitlyn and this treatment of the Bayou Barbie And then my girl Kennedy.
She's a Chi-Town Barbie now, or something like that.
Chi-Town Barbie now, right.
She busted down.
So give us about 3 minutes, or I will be right back. Classic Conversations with JT and Lo.
You guys see the video about the dad who made a post saying that his daughter was getting bullied.
Oh, yeah.
And so his solution to his daughter getting bullied, after he said he warned the parents, the school, and all that stuff, and the solution was he beat up the dad of the daughter that was bullying his daughter.
To be honest with you, I'm with the daddy.
Okay.
Just be 100.
Man, your big ass don't need nobody to jump on nobody.
The reason, what I'm saying is,
them muscles over there.
It'll be one-on-one, but it's just one of them situations where I definitely get it. It's like you can talk to the kids, you can talk to the counselor, you can talk to the school, and then you talk to the parent, and the parent don't want to, hey man, let's work on this bullying thing. You bully him, your daughter's bullying my daughter. We don't know what happened. I just know if it was me, and if I ain't hear the right stuff, now I gotta beat your ass in front of your child.
Hey, listen, people. Listen, folks. We back, and 404-500-1605. But like I told you, during the break, Classic Conversations keeps having conversations, and we just found out something. Well, I just found out something. I just found out. You okay with this?
I'm okay with it.
Okay, good
I don't try to
call.
lie about it.
But
I don't try to lie about it.
like my man said, she lives on vacation, and you about to let everybody want to go to Miami and Nassau now.
Something in the water.
Because I'm up here thinking this young lady is 29, maybe 32 at the most. She over here with tats and muscles and. I don't even like to, I don't like to talk about women's age, but wow, that is amazing, man. You look great.
Thank
and
you.
I'm not going to ask you. I'm going to let you tell people if you want to tell them.
I'll be 52 in November. Scorpio.
That is dope.
Impressive.
You know how people say, you look good for your age. So you mean to
what
tell
does that
me
mean?
if I was a different age, I wouldn't look good?
Right.
That's funny. I ain't think about it that way, but that's
No,
funny.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's
Right.
true.
You look so good.
No, you
for
just-
your
you
age.
just-
what does that mean?
No.
Yeah.
She look at her, watch her smile. She knows she got it.
Yeah, he keep trying to make us smile.
There you
so
go.
she can Make us go
There
viral.
you go. You got it? Yeah, that's all. Yeah, got it.
Yeah. So the smile
Well, number
and,
one,
and
let me
the
just-
cracker thing gonna
Yeah.
get us
Cracker-ass
viral. I appreciate you, girl. I appreciate you.
It's gonna be a song.
I don't think it's Biden age of an issue with Trump 45 around the same age. It's just, what it is. Come on, we can't be in denial. But go ahead, TZ, what we got?
Wait a minute, I was looking at what number one was saying too.
You're just saying about people have an issue with the age. It's not his age we got an issue with. You know what I mean?
He two-stepping every time he walks. He ain't gonna never get to where he going.
Two-stepping.
I guess you gotta decide: is it a problem if your president falls asleep in the meeting, or your president just don't come to the meeting? Which one is worse?
Good point.
Don't come, because 45 is not coming to the meeting. At least mine gonna be there.
He gonna be asleep, but he
He
gonna
might be
be there.
asleep, but he gonna be there.
Old Mitch,
45 ain't coming.
Old Mitch will just check out right there mid-conversation. You got to recharge him. Mitch McConnell.
Yeah.
You got to blow him like an old
Mitch
Nintendo
not sure if he at
card.
the meeting or not.
Right. Mitch, he forgot what day it is and everything.
Hell nah.
Motherfucker just pause here. How you pause? I ain't never seen an individual pause.
The thing is, when he paused, he kept looking around. So I was
Bless
like,
his
it would
heart.
have
I
been different
felt
if he'd have
sorry
paused
for
and
him.
been frozen. But he paused and done like this.
He looked like he forgot where he was. Didn't he?
Am I at the barbecue?
He did. He didn't have no clue where it was.
Am I at the barbecue or we playing poker? Which one?
Man.
All right, man, let's move on. Okay, the WNBA. Caitlyn Clark, like I said, Classic Konversations. We kind of, skirted around this a little bit. We're going to dive into it tonight. Caitlyn Clark, All-American, leading scorer in the NCAA history. There are some other things going on to where she's probably second or third. Bottom line, the girl does have game. I'll give it that. The girl can play basketball. But a lot of people feel that a lot of other players, there's been a couple of words going around. There's jealousy, there's frustration, and I forgot the other one. But there's resentment. There you go. There you go. They say that those are the three things that's happening with most of the other the veterans of the WNBA, because they've been putting the work in, but now she's getting all the rewards of the work that they put in. Mm-hmm. So, and of course, we have the now Chicago Barbie,
Chi-Town Barbie.
Chi-Town Barbie. I'm sorry. She has a couple of things to say. Just to be honest with you, I'm not that much a fan of her game. She's Dennis Rodman at the best of me. That's best. That's best to me. Yeah, man, but her shot looked like somebody that's playing in the YMCA shot it. She's just tall. That's just me. That's just me.
Is her shot better than Bill Cartwright?
Who's not?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, I mean,
that's probably the closest thing to the boy out of Denver is Bill Cartwright. They shoot really similar now.
Yeah.
Jokic,
Yeah,
ugly shot. But go ahead.
Yeah. But a lot of people, they want to give Caitlyn Clark the flowers of bringing the eyes to the league.
Angel Reese, Tina. There you go.
And they're saying,
she said, "You won't say her name.
tickets.
I'm gonna say a name for you, Angel Reese." Go ahead.
but Angel Reese and a lot of other players are saying it's not just her. Charles Barkley went out and said some things about you need to thank Caitlyn Clark for those charter flights. All of this type of stuff. And I think Charles Barkley said, y'all need to stop tripping and you need to thank Caitlyn Clark because she helped you get those charter flights and things of that, those private flights and everything, charter planes. Mm-hmm. So, the thing I want to know is, do you think that the other players have the right to have this frustration or jealousy or, what was the other word again?
Resentment.
Resentment. You think they have the right to have that? I hope they have the right, but do you think they're correct by having those type of feelings towards her?
I don't think so. Caitlyn Clark, she's selling tickets. She's a ticket seller. Like, I don't understand where the resentment is coming in at. I can understand the jealousy. You a little bit envious, the old school versus the new school. Mm-hmm. But essentially, Caitlyn Clark is selling tickets. She putting asses in the seats. It's all about money. It's politics.
So you got to follow the money.
I was just going to say, Angelo said that might be the thing for the night, but yeah, you got to follow that money.
Yeah.
What you think about it, Don?
Everybody that has a problem with it need to get their own company, and they need to invest their money into what they want to invest it in, because Nike get to do what they want to do with their money. Everybody, and it's a corporate business, so the corporates put their money behind who they think going to put asses in seats and who they think is going to get them a return on their investment. So it's a business move all the way around the board for the WNBA. I do believe that this year, as of right now, is the highest
easily
rated TV. So that if the ratings continue to grow, they can get TV revenue, and then the women can get paid more anyway. So it's all about money. If you don't have money and you don't have people in the stands and you're not selling popcorns and them high-ass hot dogs, how are you able to pay the women?
I know the WNBA is using Caitlyn Clark and the Indiana Fever to the utmost because they played the most games. I think they played, what was it? I think it was 10 in the first 2 or 3 weeks or something like that. Yeah, but it wasn't national TV, but they were on TV somewhere. But they've played the most games, period.
Yeah,
than any other team.
That's the deal behind the scenes before the season starts. So you gotta congratulate the GMs and everybody like that. So, and ask this question: the people that's upset, why do they feel that they deserve these things?
The other players are saying,
what did you do to deserve it? Right?
Whoa.
Go ahead.
Whoa. I mean,
what did you do?
You talking about the players?
Yeah, because like the owners, the owners have these teams, right? These teams they're their toys. So they just playing. They just moving pieces around and doing that stuff and all that stuff. Players, if a player market themselves right, and you have a good team. It's just not the person that's on the basketball court. What kind of team do you have behind you that's making the deals before you even touch a basketball?
So listen, let's start with the beginning of this whole little fiasco, and we can go a couple years back, right? When that year, and people remember, and I've always followed women's basketball because I've always think I like purity of the sport. Mm-hmm. That's why I've been watching the college baseball. I've been watching women's softball. You know what I mean? It's the purity of the sport. You know what I mean? And so Angel Reese and that LSU squad was the talk of the year that particular season when she transferred there. And then the head coach, she has a real bad reputation. So they were already the talk of college basketball, right? Caitlyn Clark wasn't the talk of college basketball that year until Iowa started making that run, right? They started making that improbable run, and then it became, the Caitlyn Clark story.
Yeah, 2 years
prior to that, it was South Carolina LSU. That was the story of women's basketball.
Yeah.
Iowa knocked off that number one undefeated South Carolina team, shocked the world. This girl, Caitlyn Clark, was going off, making buckets all over the place. Then the hype started. And so that's what Angel Reese's point is. Hey, I'm a part of this too. And if it wasn't for the infamous ring thing, you know what I mean? That hyped up things so much. And that is where we are today because that's that unfortunate racial divide, right?
Because she's the villain.
Caitlyn Clark had just done it 3 games before,
what she
and it's excitement. It's her passion for the game. Let's say about the white quarterback when they do this, it's passion for the game. But if Cam Newton did this, it's disrespectful.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's that same racial BS line. That's what she said.
Yeah.
So and so now if we bring it full circle, it comes back to now, Angel Reese gets hooked at and head bangs to the thing. It didn't make no top stories.
No, not at all.
Now Caitlyn Clark gets knocked down after, and they don't want to talk about this, but remember it was after Caitlyn Clark threw an elbow at the same girl and talked trash to that girl all the way down the court. All the way down the court. So that girl's like, okay. And they came back up the court and she got her.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But that's not, they don't talk about, they don't want to show you all that part. They want to.
She threw it.
And
Hit her hand.
I've always liked Kennedy.
But listen, she's been doing that junk her whole career. I had a video today I posted about. They had all kinds of clips of Caitlyn Clark knocking people down, pushed this girl, cussing folks out, getting texts. You know what I mean? Now, Caitlyn Clark.
Angelo, Talk about how she talked to the referees.
Oh, cuss the referees out. Take out. Listen, Caitlyn Clark.
They don't show that.
Caitlyn Clark
she has the most texts, I think, right now in the WNBA.
This girl is an absolute baller. Ain't nobody's. You can't. The girl is a baller. The girl is a very, very smart basketball player. Her IQ is ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But she has a horrible attitude. You know what I mean? And see, I was talking to my son last night about this. I look at body language. You know what I mean? Being a former, undercover, I watch body language. You know what I mean? So when you look at the body language, all the incidents she's had with her team. You notice nobody from the team rallies around her.
Bruh.
From her own team, nobody came to pick her up.
You're right.
Hey, old girl, what's her name? Boston. But she slow walked.
She was standing right where you at.
She slow walked to come to her.
She looked at the referee first.
Yeah.
And then she started walking over there to help her.
And then watch the press conferences. Watch the press conferences. You notice how most press conferences, the players who are together are close together.
Yeah.
You notice she's always far left and the other girl's always far right. Just watch it.
Damn.
All the interviews are the same. She's always far left by herself. The other girls are always, and there's two other girls, one, whatever it is always far right. Every single time. They're never right beside each other.
Wow.
And then as she's talking, watch her teammates just look at her. You know what I mean? You don't see them agreeing. They just kind of look at her. But the girl yesterday who knocked her down, when she was talking, looked at her teammate right beside her.
Yeah, they was
and every time she said something, they were like, yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just watch the body language. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
watch the body language. They're different. So we got to wonder, there's something about her that hasn't endured her to a lot of these people, to include her own teammates.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And have you ever
That's
seen
big.
the Iowa team? They had one black coach and one mixed race player. That's it.
Yeah, and their players wasn't.
So how So does she not used to being around this group of women? Like, you know what I mean? It's like you just gotta wonder. There's a whole lot of nuances.
Wow, now I'm gonna really watch.
Oh,
I didn't
watch
pay
it.
attention to that in the press conference.
You know that she's not used to being around, say, having another 8 players on your team that can actually has the same accolades or can ball just like you.
Better than you
yeah.
are.
Yeah, right.
They're better than you are.
She's not.
You might be able to shoot a lot of them, but they're better players
She's
at
not,
this point.
You know she's not used to that. If you looked at the Iowa basketball
In
team
her career.
Yeah, if you looked at that team, you would know that for sure.
Absolutely.
Because one of the girls was an All-American, not all conference. I think she shot 65 or 67% from the field. It was because all she did was shoot layups. Because they would be double teaming Caitlyn and she, throw a pass in there to her, something like that. But like you said, when it happened, since y'all want me to say her name, Angel Reese, when she got slammed, I looked at the press conferences and everything, and I just saw how it was a black girl on a black girl. That slammed her. It was, I can't remember, Christy Thomas or something like that. That actually slammed her, and it wasn't slam. It was. She got her. She got her good. Yeah, she got her good. She was in the air.
Also?
She was in the air. No. She didn't get suspended.
No. Nah.
She got ejected. She got ejected.
But she didn't get
But the thing is, with that play is, it's like everybody's saying, you immediately went to the monitors. Mm-hmm. She got suspended. They didn't even go to the monitors on this one.
Damn.
They didn't go to the monitors on this one, and then the next day they made it into a flagrant one. Mm-hmm. And I almost feel like they made it into a flagrant one because of the uproar.
No, you don't feel that way. You know that way. You know that's what it was.
Because just like Kennedy, and I love Kennedy with a CH. That is so dope. Her name is spelled CH at the beginning. And I'm like, you got to be good at something to keep people from calling you Kennedy. You got to be good. For them to respect your name, you got to be good. And, she has a little bit of a bad reputation. She played here for the Dream. She played with the Sparks. And supposedly, and then somebody put out something like a rap sheet on her today, like saying she was fired from the Dream. Then they said something else about her with the Sparks, and then the last part of it, she signs with the Chicago Sky, and then moves on to assault Caitlyn Clark.
Well, the media is going to continue to paint those pictures the way they want people to view it, so they can always hold who they want in high regards.
Well, listen, I'm not a naive either. You know what I mean? And that's something, and I think that's the point that Stephen A was trying to make is, although some things, and Monica, shout out to her because she held her ground. Ooh. I was very, very proud of her. She didn't back down. You know what I mean? She was going against both Shannon and Stu at the same time, and she held her ground. Shout out to her for that because she was correct.
Very.
Multiple things can be true. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Yes, it was an unnecessary hit. However, we can't deny the influence that Caitlyn is bringing to the league. Is she doing it on her own? No, of course not. Angel had a big part of that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But we can't, you said earlier about the marketing piece. Okay, we know where the corporate dollars come from. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And they got it, so they're going to try to appease that audience. Mm-hmm. They don't want their great white hope being, assaulted, as they call it, and all these things. But it's the part of the game, and they can't. And the WNBA has to be very careful about how because don't act like she's not. Because now you're saying we can't foul her like we foul everybody else. You know what I mean? And I was glad to see what's the tall center from Connecticut back in the day, Rebecca Lobo. Mm-hmm. She came on there and she said, "Hey, no, this is how everybody's treated."
That's right.
You know what I mean? So I was glad to hear I want to hear a white player speak on it. You know what I mean? Because right now there's been a lot of the black players. I want to hear a white player say, "No, that's not us. This is how we play. It's physical. You're a rookie. Every rookie's supposed to come in here and get. You're supposed to be a rookie. You're supposed to be the number one pick. I need to see what you all about.
Right.
That's supposed to be any sport. Yeah, I need to see what you about. You all that? Let's see.
That's what Jordan and Pippen did to Kukos, didn't they?
Hey, bro.
But we can't disrespect the fact, though, but we got to look at the Magic, Jordan, Larry Bird aspect of this league. You know what I mean?
Well, now you talking.
The NBA.
Now you talking.
Remember, that jump was silent. That jump was on tape delay. Championship game, you know what I mean? These two guys came in the league, and all of a sudden, it changed the entire thing. And that's what these young ladies have a chance to do. And that's why I'm glad Angel Reese is speaking up because, hey, don't forget, it was me too. You know what I mean? She's like, it wasn't just her.
Right.
I was a part of this whole transition, huh?
Right.
Oh yeah.
She signed.
Angel been a multi-millionaire since that run. You know what I mean?
Since that championship game.
Angel signed with Reebok. Caitlyn signed with Nike.
Yeah. But hey, I just think we have to give respect. Like I say, I think Monica was right. More things can be right. It don't have to be a right or wrong thing. I mean, it's either this way or that way. No, it can be multiple things. You know what I mean? This girl has to be treated like a player. You know what I mean? And I was glad that she didn't come out there and whine. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Caitlyn didn't come out there and whine. She didn't come out there and say, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. She just say, I ain't thinking about it. I'm moving on. Whoop-de-whoop. But, hey, listen. It's garnered the attention that these young ladies deserve. That's why I was like, well, earlier when you said, what have you done? Without the players that have already been there and made this sacrifice all these years and took this low, 30, 40, 50, 60, 7,000. The most they ever made was $76,000 a year. You know what I mean? Right. Those players made those sacrifices. So, they put the work in.
Right.
You know what I mean? So now they get a chance to get some more benefits. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But,
and they deserve it.
And they deserve it. They've earned it. They've put the work in. You know what I mean?
Two things. If you haven't seen Monica and Stephen A go at it, I promise you it's on YouTube. Shannon stopped talking. That's how strong Monica was in it. And then she shut up Stephen A. And the next thing is there is a 3-on-3, and I can't remember who it was. There's a 3-on-3 tournament coming. Not tournament, a league that's going to be coming for the off season for the WNBA players. And supposedly the paid the lowest, I think, is going to be $500,000 a player on a salary or whatever, something like that. Well, I'm going to get some more information on that. But we'll be right back. Classic Conversations with JT and Lo.
That's what's up.
The lady You guys see the video about the dad who made a post saying that his daughter was getting bullied.
Oh yeah.
And so his solution to his daughter getting bullied, after he said he warned the parents, the school, and all that stuff, and the solution was he beat up the dad of the daughter that was bullying his daughter.
To be honest with you, I'm with the daddy.
Okay.
Just be 100.
And your big ass don't need nobody to jump on nobody.
The reason, what I'm saying is,
them muscles over there.
It'll be one-on-one, but it's just one of them situations where I definitely get it. It's like you can talk to the kids, you can talk to the counselor, you can talk to the school, and then you talk to the parent, and the parent don't want to, hey man, let's work on this bullying thing. You bully him, your daughter's bullying my daughter. We don't know what happened. I just know if it was me, and if I ain't hear the right stuff, now I got to beat your ass in front of your child.
All right, people, we back. Classic Conversations with JT and Low.
And that's a cop not here, man. So we're wrapping it up. There you go.
Listen, we're gonna
tell a friend, tag a friend.
We're gonna. You want to go ahead and tell them what the top 5 is now? Then we'll get back to that later.
I'll type it in.
Type it in.
Y'all know.
All right.
Want me to type it in, Phoenix?
Okay, so right now, what we're gonna do? We got our guests in the building. Want you to be able to see what they're doing out here in this world and everything. How you can follow them. So, go ahead, Don. Go on, talk about yourself, bro.
I got put on the spot.
You know you like it.
Well, we said it earlier in the beginning of the podcast. I'm down in Atlanta now supporting a couple different foundations. Steve and Marjorie Harvey Foundation. They're doing great work with the young men and young women around the country. So you can go to the Steve Harvey Foundation website to check those things out. Lawrence Taylor Family Foundation targets a lot of the mental health things dealing with the young adults and kids in Atlanta, New York, and Miami area also. And of course, Matumbo Coffee. Matumbo Coffee, the company was conceived to help the women in the Congo and Latin America live a better quality of life. We source a large percentage of our beans from Latin American and African female farmers. And, of course, that's matumbocoffee.com. If you want to follow me at D-Dace on IG.
Coffee is pretty good, too, people. Just I'm telling you. Especially for my cigar smokers, my brothers and sisters of the leaf. You'll like it. Okay, Mona, young lady. Young lady.
What you want me to say?
Where they can follow you?
My IG is Mona's Truth, MONAS Truth, TRUTH. Like I said earlier, I'm a web designer, graphic designer. I do logos. I also do check stubs and bank statements for anybody that out there paying child support who going to court, who needs some check stubs. I do check stubs, bank statements. If you're trying to get a house or a car, I'm telling you, it work. I done had people that come through now. So that's what I got going on. Check stubs and bank statements.
Where were you at? Like 27 years ago. Oh, my God. Oh, boy, I'd have had your ass working so hard. I'd have had you work. So for them to, capitalize on some of those things, just contact you through IG.
Just hit me up on Instagram, or you can give me a call, 404-988-5045.
Uh-oh, there it go. There you go.
You might get some inquiries. You wasn't
And I used to be in the medical.
Hey.
I was in the medical field for 12 years. So if you need like prescriptions called in, you need some antibiotics, I got you on that too. I'm well
she's a hustler,
rounded.
baby.
Well-rounded.
Wait till she see those text messages and those attachments that come in with those
Oh, my
with
God.
that phone number.
I don't discriminate. I take all work.
Okay. You talking about work. I'm telling you something. These folks about to hit you up, Sean.
Nash shining tonight. I just saw that.
That is for real, for real.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You ready to go in the top 5? Then
Real quick, man. Let's see. We'll go over some of the comments we get a chance to do earlier. Millennial said, well, number one said they spent 41 minutes talking about it. Millennial, she is the only one getting beat up. She's the most viewed athlete in WNBA at this time. So now they see how players, rookies get treated. That's most sports. And I don't know if y'all saw Bob Costa's statement. Bob Costas, the legendary Bob Costa, even said, hey, the issue is Angel Reese, when she got knocked down by a black female. Kayla got knocked down by a white girl got knocked down by a black female. That's really what it's all about. Bob Costa said that. I was like, dope, Bob Costas.
That's true.
Because it's the truth.
a sister with,
That's not high
with
from the
dreads, too. So that made it even more.
Because she had dread.
they really not. They really
Mom
mess with
said
her
those
now.
girls are being recognized, getting paid more. Jealousy needs to stop. These black players are now getting death threats over the Snow Queen.
Not the Snow Queen.
Oh, man.
Yeah, death threat. I mean, that stuff is retarded anyway,
That's a bit
man. But
much.
we know who do stupid stuff like that. Yeah.
Wow. Number one said they took down the video.
This is giving the league attention. The
crazy.
revenue has increased. Coach Nash said, yeah, the revenue definitely increased.
Everybody eating.
Yeah. Just
Everybody
hope they
eating.
getting charter flights. I mean, there's a lot of things that's happening that these girls. I'm happy to see it. So if it took her to come into the league, so be it. That's the part I do agree with. Hey, man, if it took her to come in, if it took this, so be it.
Shannon
So
Sharp
be it.
Let's
ride.
said, let me
Ride
tell you
the way.
something. I've always wanted steak and lobster. And I never got mad at who got the steak and lobster in front of me. I just ate the steak and lobster.
True. Real talk.
But you know when they put the cap on the rookies and all that stuff, because they was that was causing tension in the locker room also. When the boys was coming in getting them big contracts, and them OGs was like,
Yeah,
nah,
the same
man,
thing.
we
Like
ain't-
you said, the
yeah,
same
we ain't-
thing has happened in every league.
Yeah.
It's just as more because this league is really, for some reason, still just getting its footing. It's just more polarized. But the same thing has happened in every league. Yeah, every league.
I mean, that's face facts. WNBA is, WNBA is mostly black females. You know what I mean? They have some white females, yes, but outside Diana Taurasi and Diana Taurasi, when she came in, I'm sure she took some punishment, but it wasn't nobody was really looking at it. You know what I mean? And Diana Taurasi was a straight dog. Yeah. That's face facts. But it's just the attention now. You know what I mean? And it happened at college because college sports is just so much bigger. Yeah. And they polarize the college sports. So it's cool. It's cool. Hey, man, now I agree with Shannon and Stephen on this. Hey, ride this wave. Don't mess your money up. Hey, don't mess your money up now.
Use it.
You know what I mean? But like,
Don't block your
like
blessing.
Millennial said, she probably not getting invited to the cookouts. You know what I mean? And you still ain't got to invite her. You know what I mean? Yeah. She probably can't play spades anyway.
And it is
Look,
raisins.
hey, and her macaroni and cheese gonna have breadcrumbs on the top of it.
There's a whole laundry list of that.
Yeah.
They got raisins in their potato salad.
Got raisins and walnuts in the potato
You
salad.
just might as well do it
That
on
ain't where it's at.
Just do it.
Oh man. Let's
Just
see
do it
here.
when she on the table. You
Okay,
just
we already
gotta
jumped on
read it
top
on
5.
purpose.
Good deal. All right, so here we go. Top 5. Your top 5 women basketball players of all time. Your top 5 female basketball players of all time. This be a tough one here. There's been some dogs, some really good.
Yeah, there's some really good ones. What you got, D. Wayne?
All right, no particular order. So I ain't gonna put Teresa Edwards.
The head coach of that same Chi-Town.
Yes.
Right.
Angel McCoughtry, Dream.
Yeah.
Who else? Cheryl Swoops.
Definitely.
Yeah. Tina Thompson, same last name. I love Tina
Should have
Thompson.
had her own lipstick line.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She used to wear that
Them
red
lips,
lipstick.
man.
Yeah.
Good. Oh,
And
I'm
then
sorry.
last but not least, the first girl I seen crossing folks up, and because everybody, I'm gonna leave her on the list, but South Carolina coach. But the second person I seen crossing folks up in my basketball goal is Cynthia Cooper. Man, she was cold blooded. Man,
Cold
man,
blooded,
cold blooded.
You talking about a scoring machine?
She looked like Iverson for real. You know what I'm saying? When she was with the comment, she looked like Iverson. You know what I'm saying?
And she was already older once the WNBA
NBA
started. So nobody was really paying her no attention.
Buckets.
MVP 3 straight years.
Oh, she was a boy.
What?
Scoring machine.
All right. All mine's gonna be active players. I don't even know if Skylar Diggs still play at this
Yes,
point.
she do.
Her old broken knees.
Yeah, she just had a fight with not a fight, but they had a little blow her and Diana Taurasi on the bench.
Oh, they were talking about who hair was wavier. That's the only fight I can see them doing. Cause Diana sweeping the floor with her ass. Just being honest. All right, so that's really an honorable mention. Let's see, Rakia Jackson, Tia Cooper. I know y'all like who?
I know
Aaliyah
exactly
Boston.
who you talk about.
And really, I can't choose between these two, but Sydney Colson and my girl, Asia Wilson. Off the top rope, Asia Wilson. Off the top rope. Leg dropping your ass.
Yeah, me too.
You ready, Mona? You got yours?
Ooh, I gotta go too. Let's see. I would say Dawn Staley,
Absolutely.
Cheryl Swoops, Asia Wilson.
Said yes, Lord.
Brittany Griner, maybe.
Okay.
Okay.
And how many is that? That's 4.
That's 4.
Shit. Shit. Okay, let's look at Google.
I said give Google earlier. That wasn't.
What about I'm gonna say, what was the girl name I saw the first time? I said Asia Wilson. Lisa Leslie. There you go. Her and Cheryl Swoops. Yeah, Lisa Leslie and Cheryl Swoops.
You can go ahead and say Lisa Leslie now.
I took your
It's all right.
looking like
It's
that?
all right.
JT, Angelo,
Yes, sir.
be careful who you guys are letting on your platform.
You invited me.
Shit. JT.
Hey, if you're not a witness, you're an accomplice.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
I was talking about me.
Look, don't come.
They message.
Look, don't come telling us about it now. You brought her.
Yeah.
You knew how she was before.
I was talking about me. Let's go with Don Staley, Cheryl Swoops, Diana Taurasi, Lisa Leslie, and Candace Parker.
I forgot about Candace Parker.
I mean, and look, and you talking about some physical players, a rookie. They had a whole riot almost when they had that fight. I mean, they went at it when she was a rookie. So
imagine.
Yeah,
if
I like
the
Candace Parker,
that's
too.
what I'm saying.
I like
so
Candace
imagine
Parker.
if the spotlight was on them at that time like that, in the backlash that would have been what they would have had and all that stuff. So it's all about
Absolutely.
timing and what's going on in the world today.
True.
okay, so for me, my honorable mention, I got to give it to her. Little short thing, Ivory Lotta.
Okay.
And a little girl played like she was on that shit, to be honest with you. 'Cause her eyes was always big like this, but she balled out. Hell of a defensive player. Ivory Lotta, of course, she played at University of North Carolina. Cheryl Swoops, Lisa Leslie, Was it Dominique Holdsclaw? Was that Holds?
Boy, you just stole mine. Shamika. I ain't think nobody gonna say her, man. I was like, okay, at least one nobody
the
said.
First woman on the cover of the Slam magazine. She was at. They actually had up there in a Knicks uniform. They said the Knicks needed to draft her.
Three straight.
That's how bad she was.
NCAA championships, and almost made the fourth with Tennessee. Boy, they couldn't stop.
And I have to go with
beat up a girlfriend though.
Yeah, she did. Yeah.
That's how her career ended. She beat up a girlfriend.
I have to go with Taurasi. I think that's 4. The number 1 has to be for me again, Cynthia Cooper. There's so many of them out there. I'm leaving out, but Cynthia Cooper, number 1 for me for sure. I'm geared. You know what? I ain't gonna do that to you, Lo, because I know it's on your list. I ain't gonna do it. I haven't looked at his list, but I know this is up there. Go ahead and go. I ain't gonna do it to you. Go ahead.
It's too late now. You already got what I wanted. Nobody got. So I'm at least one. I still got one. Nobody said.
I know you do. Yep.
All right. Number 1 got Dawn Staley, Teresa Witherspoon, Nancy Lieberman. Good one.
Nice.
Cheryl Miller, and Candace Parker.
That's the one. Cheryl Miller.
Forgot about Cheryl Miller.
Yeah, I did. I was gonna drop it, but
What's up, my cousin Chena? The lyrics of Classic Konversations song.
Say that again.
Chena Sykes, Supernova Slim. She's the lyrics of the Classic Conversation. Yeah, that's her.
Yes, sir.
She has Lisa Leslie, Dawn Staley, Tina Thompson, good one, Diana Taurasi, and Cheryl Miller. Let's see here. All right. On the lane, she has Dawn Staley, Lisa Leslie, Brittany Grinder, Yolanda Griffin. That's another one I was going to say. Maya Moore.
Maya
I
Moore.
forgot about Maya Moore.
Maya Moore.
That's a good one.
Oh, man.
Folks, please pay attention to what Ed Bloom has done to destroy anything he has black folks getting some type of equity. JJ chimed in. What up, JJ? Y'all chime in to JJ's Wednesday night podcast talking about everything. I'm about to say flag football. Everything. What's the word? The football thing. Fantasy football.
Right.
Yeah, it was an F.
I mean, you said
It was an F. I
JJ.
was saying flag.
Why didn't I think of you? Said JJ.
Fantasy,
trying
I
to
know,
say.
right? Fantasy football, everything fantasy football, man. They've been breaking down all the players, quarterbacks, running backs. It's real in depth. I don't know how JJ and this man be doing this stuff, man, but I'd say it's very impressive. I must say, very, very impressive. They break down everything in fantasy football, and I finally won his league year before last. Last year I did sucky, but but anyway, he had Cheryl Miller, Candace Parker, Cynthia Cooper, or anyone that plays from the Houston Comics team.
Yeah. Hey, bro.
Asia Wilson and Diana Taurasi. What up, MJ? He said, great show. Can't take the heat, get out the kitchen. That came from Ump. Named the only woman drafted by the WNBA.
By the NBA. Damn.
Drafted by the NBA. Alfreda Wood. Yeah, that's right.
Got me on that one.
That's right.
Wow.
All right. Fantasy. Thank you, Aunt. I got it. That's her baby. She knows she's going to make sure I got that correct. But every Wednesday night, man, check them out. It's real dope on YouTube. All right. So I got, I have Shamika Holdsclaw, one of mine. Candace Parker. Dawn Staley, that's the girl. Diana Taurasi. Cheryl Miller. And the one that nobody said, Tamika Catchings. Tamika Catchings was a straight baller.
Yeah.
Honorable mention definitely Maya Moore, man. Maya Moore was phenomenal. There's been some great women basketball players, man.
Yeah, we could easily do a top 10 with that one. That's
Sure.
There's been some great women basketball players for real.
You're right, Gina. So many great to choose from. Yes, there's so many of them. Good stuff. Good stuff. Here we go, Teasy.
What you got going on at the club this weekend? Go and put it out there real quick.
This weekend, Gary G. Thing Johnson, man, just dropped his comedy special on All Black Network. He's real proud of that. Man, doing good numbers. G. Thing Johnson be here this weekend every Saturday, man, at the Avenue. Got the day party going on. Last week day party was bananas. Got I can't remember, one of the schools doing their function this Saturday. And then Douglas High School reunion Saturday evening. So got a lot of stuff going on, man, at both places over the course of the weekend, man. So, yes, sir.
Good deal. All right, with me, as I told you last week, man, this coming up week, I'm hosting a fashion show, TLA fashion show, all models over 40 years old. I'll be hosting that. And as I was sitting here, I actually just got my casting notice that I will be on For My Man. TV One.
That's where they killed it. The man killed the lady or something, right?
Yeah.
Oh, the lady killed the man?
The lady,
It'd be a little bit.
that's
be a little bit of everything.
interesting.
Yeah. I'm actually I'm gonna be a judge up there, but
They gonna be a judge?
I'm gonna be a judge. Yes.
I'm about to say, don't be like girl on Martin when they thought she was the murderer.
Oh, right.
Right. But
boy
yeah, just
Headtown's
got
on
that.
one
Just
of
got
the
that
shows,
casting notice just a minute ago.
Congratulations,
man.
I'll be on set on Thursday for sure.
Good deal,
Looking forward to
good
that
deal.
one because it's featured. Pays a lot better on that one, for sure. Yeah, that's it for me, man. Right now, MJ, I'm glad you tuned in. Hope to see you next week, bro. That's gonna do it, man. Classic Conversations with JT and Lo,
And that's a cop.
and we out. You dig?
Classic Conversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way to rap. Classic Conversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with JT and Lo. Classic Conversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric. Classic Conversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is going. Classic Conversations with JT and Lo.